Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Straight Facts Commentary where I give you my unpopular opinions in everything pop culture. So please stick around and subscribe for more. Hey y'all, I am back again with another video, and in today's video, you see the title, we are going to be talking about Willow Smith and her new album, okay? So if you're interested in Willow, pop, indie music, conspiracy theories, female rap, trending top, like anything music, just music. I'm going to be talking about a lot of different music. Celebrity gossip, drama, I kind of talk about lots of different stuff. So whatever you're into, I probably am talking about it. Go ahead and subscribe and let's get into this video. So if you're new to this channel, I'm sorry, I have a lisp a little bit. I have a retainer now. Sorry. Um so if you're new to this channel, let me just talk a little bit about how I do album reviews. I don't really do track by track reviews when I talk about albums. I just talk about my favorite songs and my least favorite songs and just my overall feel of the album in general in its totality. So yeah. Okay, so Willow Smith's new album is called Empathogen, and I have been listening to Willow Smith off and on for several years now, but this is my first time sitting down and fully getting into one of her albums versus just hearing some tracks here and there or like singles or different features that she's done and listening to her that way. This is my first time sitting down and listening to a full project like all the way through. And man, this was a great album. Let me just start off by saying that like this album was great. There wasn't what I would consider a bad track, quote unquote, on this album at all under any circumstance. Really, I feel like this album just comes down to what you prefer from a track or not that a track is necessarily good or bad in my opinion. I would consider part of Willow's sound in general to be pretty whimsical and experimental, empowering, ethereal, like all the adjectives, right? I love her, but I wanted to talk about her a little more with this particular album. I love the cover art, her beautiful afro and grills, just I love that. Amazing. But yet she looks so like ethereal and still so pixie at the same time. I don't know. So the first track I want to talk about is The Fear Is Not Real. Oh my gosh, one of my favorites, one of my favorites. I love the harmonies and the grooviness with the guitar riffs. I'm like a sucker for like a good harmony and a groove and a good guitar riff. Like a good guitar riff will have me like eargasming, okay? She put some sauce into this one for sure. Something about the harmonies remind me a little bit of Chloe and Halle too. Just that ethereal harmony vibe. Love this one, love this one, love this one. 10 out of 10 for sure. Then my next favorite, which is really a tie between The Fear Is Not Real and False Self, but False Self is everything. This song made me so happy. What the F? Like the consistent harmonies, like when a song has harmonies from pretty much start to finish, you can almost guarantee I'm gonna love it because I'm just a sucker for a good harmony, like I was saying. And the passion of the chorus got me. Like I love how passionate she was when, going through the chorus. You can really feel when somebody really feels what they're saying, if that makes sense. And I could definitely sense that in this record. My favorite part was the freaking vocal run where she was like, "Am I insane?" I know I'm not doing that right, but oh my gosh, so beautiful. Like the vocal runs throughout this album, the harmonies throughout this album are crazy. They're literally insane. So if you haven't listened to the album, I would definitely recommend doing that. The replayability of this song alone is just enough. Honestly, I don't even have to go through the rest of the album. I'm done. I'm just kidding. Let's move on. Okay, so my next favorite track that was just totally refreshing as hell is No Words 1 and 2. Oh my gosh, this was so special because there was quite literally no words. I was like blown away. So, what I was getting from this track was mostly scatting, instrumentals, humming. It was so majestic though. It was a perfect blend of all three of those elements. It was the perfect music to have on in the background as you're like relaxing or studying or taking a bubble bath. I mean, honestly, this whole album is pretty relaxing in its totality, so you can have it on to like relax, study, whatever. Uh, it's perfect. And I love this one a lot. This felt like I was in, like, I don't know, a really big library and I'm just like looking around at the cascade of books. Like, that's what this song feels like to me. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's how it felt. Anyway, moving on to the next track. The next track I'd like to mention that I really enjoyed was Run exclamation point. And Run was great because it felt like the song was actually running, if that makes sense. Like the way she was singing it made it seem as if the song was running away itself. And I thought that that was pretty unique. And I'm assuming that that was pretty purposeful. So I like the play on that whole thing musically. And outside of that, the song itself was good and it sounded great on its own, of course. Another song I'd like to mention is I Know That Face. And this song felt really real, raw, and vulnerable. And like she was pulling from a personal experience that she might have had with someone, like talking to a friend or a boyfriend or a lover or someone who, close to her, who seemed to be struggling to express themselves emotionally, struggling to show some type of vulnerability in regards to maybe a dark side of themselves. So she was encouraging them in that moment, and I really liked that one specifically just for what she was speaking about in the song. So definitely recommend that one. Also, another honorable mention was Pain for Fun. This song felt really sad but beautiful at the same time. Also, there was something about this one that felt nostalgic, but I'm not exactly sure what felt familiar about this track, but something felt really pulling and gripping and familiar to me when I was listening to it. I don't know if it was some vocal runs that sounded familiar, if it was the beat, or what it was exactly, but something felt so nostalgic, so old school about this track, but I can't pull exactly where I'm feeling it from. You guys know the feeling when you feel something nostalgic, but you just don't know what exactly it is. Like, what's the source of this nostalgia? Like, I can't pin it, right? That was this record. Okay. So what is another one? Okay, yeah. Looking at my notes, yeah. That wraps my favorites. My least favorites, but not bad tracks by any means, were definitely actually the first track of the album, which is Home, featuring John Bassett. I think it's I don't know if it's Batiste or Bassett. Please, somebody tell me. Um, the vocals on this were just a little bit of a hard listen for me. They felt choppy, didn't really flow together for me. But that could probably just be a personal preference, but this one felt a clunky and awkward, vocally for me, but you guys let me know. And then also Ancient Girl. Ancient Girl isn't bad by any means, but vocally this song just really isn't my favorite. Instrumentation, all of these songs really bang. The instrumentation is so like precise, well thought out, and beautiful from pretty much every single track, but just vocally this song just wasn't really doing it for me, honestly. So yeah, that wraps it. These are my like most honorable and least honorable mentions from this album, but all in all, this album is amazing. And I honestly didn't expect anything less just because of the work that I'm used to hearing and the different singles and features and different songs that go viral from Willow that I've seen and heard in the past. I wasn't really surprised that this album was a majority yes takeaway for me. So you guys let me know, what are your favorite tracks you listen to Willow? Also, I mentioned in my community tab the other day about indie artists. Please, guys, for any artists who are dropping music that you know of that's coming or it's already out that you'd like me to review, for my indie alternative girls on this channel. I know not everybody on my channel is going to click on this video because this is like more of a niche like topic or subgenre, but please let me know what artists that I should review next or talk about. Some of the artists I might not even personally know or listen to, so it'll give me a chance to get to know new artists that you guys recommend and also get those reviews up and things like that. So please suggest some people down below that you'd like to hear me talk about or that you'd like me to listen to, because I'm curious and I want to do like incorporate this more on my channel, when I get a chance. So, yeah, I love you guys. Let me know what you thought of the album, and that's it for this one. Bye.